My name is Yuto Tanaka. I'm a working man who works as a manga editor at a well-known publishing company. Well, it's another day of a lot of meetings. It's a challenging job. I'm happy to do the work I love, but society is not so naive. That was a year ago. It was right after I was assigned here.
Nice to meet you.
Well, are you the one who brought in the project?
Yes.
I still remember my first encounter with Shina Shirahane.
I want to draw battle manga.
Miss Shina's manga was rough, and her drawing skills were not very good. But now that I think about it, there was something that attracted me to her manga. I wanted to be in charge of this person. By all means, let's make a manga together! After several years of communication with Miss Shina, we finally reached a meeting to discuss a serialization project. However, the project has been rejected twice before. Battle manga. Old-fashioned, hot, and make boys excited. But you know, the big boys manga companies are strong. We can't compete with them. Besides, you don't have enough drawing ability. And the characters are not attractive enough. But I understand your feelings. But it's not good for the author if we let her publish her work now. Okay. And the time goes back to today. I was facing the time of the third chance. Planning meetings. Let's move to the conference room. I've prepared everything I need to convince the editor-in-chief. This time, I'll make sure that to get Miss Shina's project through. Then, next is Tanaka's project. Shina Shirahane's project. Yes, this work highlights the cuteness of the heroine, while the background of the villains will bring tears to your eyes. I'm going to push her good point of sensitive, psychological portrayal of the characters. I presented it hard. I conveyed the best of the project while weaving in the editor-in-chief's preferences. Chief, what do you think? Compared to her drafts in the past, I think this is much better. I see. And after the meeting was over, I was the first one to call Miss Shina. The project has been approved!
Really?
Yes, we have decided to serialize it.
I'm so happy! I'm glad I've worked so hard to get this far. I'll do my best for you who got me the serialization.
I promised myself that I would make a hit with her. Hey, did you hear? The editor-in-chief has been transferred to a new position. What? Are you sure? I heard it's because of poor sales. We might be in danger too. I checked later. The personnel bulletin did indeed indicate that the editor-in-chief had been transferred. And a new editor-in-chief came in his place. There. Refrain from private conversation. All editors should gather in conference room A. You didn't even say hello. I have a feeling things are about to get a little messy. My bad premonition is going to come true. The previous editor-in-chief passed this project, but I'm going to scrap it. How selfish! The writer is already working on the manuscript. Cancel it. I'll only allow you to proceed with a project I've approved. Listen, I am the editor-in-chief. I have the authority. It is true that the editor-in-chief has the final decision after the manuscript is fixed. But this is unreasonable. Tanaka, you stay. I hear you have a lot of new authors. The important thing is to get immediate results. Bring in only authors from other companies who have already achieved results and authors who have created buzz on the internet. But that will only make us poorer and poorer. I think it is the newcomers who are the future of the industry. If we fail to do so, we will surely fail. You're talking big when you haven't produced any results. Besides, you don't have the basic respect for your boss as a member of society. I don't need anyone who doesn't do what I want. Later, my PC was sent a transfer order. Tanaka, how are you? I'm taking over your authors. I know this is hard for you, but make sure you say goodbye to them. I reported the series of events to Miss Sheena. I felt frustrated, and that I couldn't continue to be in charge. I'm sorry. I tried to fight it, but it didn't work out.
If it's company policy, we don't have a choice.
Miss Sheena is acting stout-heartedly, but her voice trembled slightly. The new person in charge is not a bad guy, you know. You have talent. I'm sure you'll be able to produce a hit.
I think so, but I wanted the draw because it was you.
I was aghast at her words. She went so far. I could do nothing but watch. Then, the next day, I made up my mind. Chief, I need to talk to you. What is it? You'll be transferred to the accounting section on a different floor. Can you accept this? What are you doing? I will continue to work as an editor, even if I have to quit my job. I see. Goodbye. I guess this means you're leaving the company on good terms, right? Yes. I'm telling you, you're not worth anything now that you're off the company's board. The new chief accepts my resignation letter without a single word of pretension. Tanaka, are you for real? You're quitting such a big company. If you can hold out for a few years, you can get... Thanks, but it's my decision. I made up my mind after Miss Sheena told me that I'm going to continue working as a freelance editor. I won't give up on my dream of making that manga a hit with Miss Sheena. I'm going to work on my last day at work. I'm going to email my resignation to all the authors I've worked with. If I go freelance, they might not want to deal with me. But I will have the desire to share their works with the world more than anyone else. I'll let them know how I feel. Last day to work. It's the day I leave this publishing company that has been my home since I graduated. No send-off. This is both my end and my beginning. I'm going to make a hit comic! It's been a few days since I went freelance. The author whom I had been in charge of the project contacted me, and we were supposed to meet. Mr. Tanaka, it's been a while. Saito-sensei, thank you for contacting me. It's nice to see you too. I wanted to give you this. What? You listened to me seriously. And I was hoping to work with you again. Sure, it doesn't fit the requisites of my previous workplace, but it's interesting. It was his type of manga. I really want to have you in charge of this project. By all means, let's do it together! As a matter of fact, since the day I became a freelance, I have received such contacts from my authors. I was honestly happy. It meant that my polite response and enthusiasm for manga had been conveyed to them. I also contacted Miss Sheena again. She said she wanted to work with me again on a series. Tomorrow, I have 3 appointments. I have to work hard! It was during another meeting with another author. Takahashi-sensei, I read your draft. It was very good. Are you okay? What do you mean? Actually, I got a call from the new editor-in-chief. He said that if I work with you, I won't be allowed to work for Chera Manga Publishing at all. I think it was all sent at once. I never thought that editor would go this far. With a major publisher and me as a freelancer, he won't work with me for sure. You know, I'm willing to let you cut me off for the sake of your future. What are you talking about? I want to work with you. Mr. Takahashi. It's not only me. I'm sure other authors feel the same way. I refuse to work with publishers who harass me. I was happy. There are many authors who are willing to follow me. At the same time, I made up my mind. Takahashi-sensei, I'm going to negotiate with other publishers to see if I can work for them. I'll try to compete with Chera Manga Publishing. I'll follow you wherever you go. I'm going to make appointments with various publishers while I'm working with the authors. One of the publishers was willing to listen to me.
Hello, I am Nanase Sakuraba of Sprinkler Publishing. I am the editor-in-chief of the comics editorial department. You must be Mr. Tanaka. I've heard rumors about you.
Rumors?
I heard that there is an excellent freelance editor who is passionate about his work. Some of our authors have heard about you from other authors. Can you tell us more about yourself?
Yes, definitely! I told Nanase about my passion for comics.
Good. You passed.
What?
I was looking for an editor like you. I'll take you and all your authors that you're in charge of.
Nanase took a liking to me, and I was hired. And so, I started working as an editor at a new publishing house. This is my new workplace.
Our editorial department is still small. Let's work together to create hits from now on.
I'll do my best! The new editor-in-chief, Nanase, was a person who gave me a lot of challenges. The serialization with Miss Sheena, which was lost at the previous publisher, was successfully completed. Under the discretion, I got a rewarding experience. I started other author serials one after another. And then, it didn't take long for their talent to be proven. Takahashi-sensei, congratulations on reaching 1 million copies! It's thanks to you. I'm glad I didn't give in to their threats that time. No, it's your talent. I'm so happy. Let's go out for yakiniku next time. On the way home, I happened to run into a colleague from a former company. Tanaka, long time no see. I heard you're in charge of Takahashi-sensei's anime adaptation, right? Yeah, it's been tough, but there was a publisher that hired me. How's it going there? It's tough. He told me about the disaster of the company after I left. The reputation of that arrogant editor was terrible. The authors lost faith in him, and there was a string of complaints. All of them were trying to create something that new chief editor liked. But the quality of the works produced under the unreasonable and repeated subjugation was low. Sales went down. The magazine was going to be discontinued soon. That editorial department is a complete failure. I'll have to get out there one of these days. I see. Where's the editor-in-chief? I don't know. I heard he's going to be transferred. I don't think he's going to be as arrogant as he used to be. I see. It's karma. I'm really glad I made the decision to go freelance at that time. Well, I have to call Miss Sheena. I was going to give her an important report later today.
Mr. Tanaka, what's going on? What do you want to talk about?
Actually, it has been officially decided to make it into an anime!
What?
The serialization that Sheena and I started was a big hit. Offers to make it into an anime came from various companies. And today, it was officially decided.
Mr. Tanaka, I'm so happy to hear. Thank you.
Yes, but we have a long way to go. Our goal is bigger and bigger. Let's make it into Hollywood!
Yes, I'm sure we can do it. With you, I can do everything.
I will work harder and harder with my precious authors. I'm going to deliver my idea of fun manga to the world.